This is perhaps the first book that provides a complete and balanced perspective on the Pontificate of Benedict XVI. It was written by Roberto Rogali, Director of the Department of History of the Church at the Pontifical Gregorian University in Rome.
The studies that were made following the pontificate mainly focused on the final day, and that eclipsed all the politics of the papacy. I wanted to give the historical vision of the pontificate, the correct perspective, see what this pope and his collaborators did, the things they fought for, what worked and did not work.
The subtitle of the book is Beyond the Crisis of the Church. Roberto Rogali considers that this was the mission that the cardinals entrusted to Benedict XVI during the conclave.
The majority opinion in the conclave was that there was a crisis in the church and in society, a crisis in the relationship of faith with the world, from which cultural issues were derived. Therefore, the goal of the cardinals who voted for Ratzinger and for Benedict XVI was to go beyond the crisis. The guiding thread of the pontificate was the attempt to overcome this social and ecclesial crisis.
In the opinion of Roberto Rogali, Benedict's pontificate found original solutions to the problems that the Church then had.
We see a new form of ecumenism with the creation of ordinary Anglo-Catholics, an affective and effective ecumenism, a real communion that shares the Eucharist and the sacraments, with which the spiritual and liturgical wealth of the Anglican tradition enters the Catholic Church. And the dialogue with other religions is not only limited to meeting and praying for peace in the same city, but it sets in motion a cultural discourse in which religions are confronted with a culture to build peace.
The most important gesture of Benedict XVI was his resignation, above all, how he acted after it. The popes who previously resigned returned to be bishops or cardinals. Benedict is the first pope emeritus of history and has taught his successors to fulfill this office. The book, The Pontificate of Benedict XVI, is an essential work to know Joseph Ratzinger, understand the current situation of the Church, and see what the future will look like.